I felt like I walked into a whole different world. It just wasn't the same. I never felt so isolated in my life. Um, it's really difficult to make friends here. Unfortunately, the churches lack the passion that I was used to. There was nothing for us here, and I still feel that way. There was nothing for us here, and I have to reinvent myself all over again because there's just no. I mean, there was no opportunity for singing here. Everything was just so different, and I know what it is to feel alone. I know what it is to feel isolated. I know what it is to not have friends. I know what it is to feel betrayed when you do make friends. I know what it's like to have someone that you believe in, tear you up. I just, when we came here, we went through, the same thing, some crazy, went to a church. We thought, well, smaller church might be better. You get to know people. And again, you have a pastor who thinks that he's God and, demands things of you. And it's like, hello, this is a free country, honey, and then because you don't do what they want, I mean, half the church turns against you. You lose all your friends all over again. I know, I just know what it's like to be there, girl. And I just want you to know that you're not alone. And so many times in my life, I've had to reinvent myself. I just, sometimes I would go to the movies with my kids. I saw like Lord of the Rings. That had a profound effect on my life. Even though I might have God in my life, I had to come to a point where, because I was angry at God and the world, that I had to come to a point that it's not God's fault when things go wrong. It's people. People do what they want to do. And which is why it was hard for me to go back to church after a long time or believe in people. And that's the point I was at when I went to see Lord of the Rings. And I know it's just a movie, but it had a profound effect on my life. I hated people. I said, people hate me. Obviously, it's not me. It's just the way the world is. And I don't believe in people. And, I wouldn't use the word hate. I don't. I think there's very few people I literally hate, but I didn't believe in people. I didn't want to have anything to do with anybody. Um, and I went to see the movie, and if you've ever seen Lord of the Rings and seen and really understood the theme of it, there's good in this world, and it's worth fighting for. That was the theme of it, that there is good in the world, and how many people sacrifice their lives for the good of all mankind. And I was like, if a man could write a book like that, and if Hollywood can capture that in a movie, then there's gotta be hope in the world. And it really had a profound effect on my life. And um, I just had to learn how to reinvent myself again. And I learned that you can't really depend on anyone else. I mean, my husband and I, this month, 21 years, but we've had some rough waters. It's hasn't been smooth sailing, and I still feel alone, and I still feel isolated down here. But I always say, as long as I have my family, as long as I have my husband and my children, and we're okay, then I'm okay. But I also want to say this: even if I mean, men can fail you, men can betray you, leave you, and I guess in my life, that's why my faith is so important, because believing that someone out there bigger than me is watching out for me is what helps me a lot to keep going. My faith and my family, you know, those are the things that keep me going. So even if I didn't have a man in my life, that would have to be the thing that would keep me going, because people fail you. So I just wanted to say that to you, girl. Just, hang in there. So just hang in there, girl. Hang in there. There's always hope. There's always hope. So hang in there, and I don't know, if you go to church, you might want to visit a church, or just go out to the movies with your kids. There's also might be social networks out there. YouTube. I found myself again with makeup. I'm 45 years old, and you know, I found myself again. I was going through, so I was in the hospital, at the hospital with my kidneys, and I was like, why am I here? Why am I here? I have nothing here. And I found YouTube, and now I feel like I have a network of friends. You're in Two Big Women on a Couch. You could go to Facebook. You can go to Twitter. You can go on YouTube. And I feel like I may not have tangible friends, but I have friends. And that's why I love my subscribers so much. And, maybe you could find networking. Sometimes churches have social groups, things like that. You don't have to give out your personal information. You don't have to be afraid of stalkers, because you don't have to give out your personal information. But, that's just my advice to you, girl. And just know that you're not alone, because I have felt that way for a long time. And this past year has been so fulfilling to me because of YouTube. So, so I just want to tell you, girl, I don't know you, but my heart goes out to you. And much love, and I really hope that you find yourself. Okay. Mwah. Bye.